What is up, guys, and welcome to your 7th lesson in the Python 3 series. So in today's lesson we are going to be looking at string formatting. So you can format your string to whatever needs it requires in the program. If you haven't, hit that like button and let's continue. So the first way to format string, let me create some numbers. My number, okay, my num 1 equals to, let me do 10.4, okay. And what the heck, what are we doing with our variables? This is illegal. Okay, then I'll just copy this down using control, using alt shift drop down. Okay, so my second number, I'm gonna do 2 point whatever that is, and let me level the playing field with a 7. Okay, so the first method, the native method, let me just call it that. I'm going to call this the native method of formatting string, but it's not like an actual method, it's a name, get over it. So we could just print this using our old method, saying maybe there are numbers, then we keep the comma, say my noun, then we just continue, and also okay, an error, let's click to 1. Okay. Once we run this, you get there are numbers 10 point what and blah blah blah. This is the native method in which we can use to format our string, and quite frankly you can't do much with this method, but let me just show you all the methods. So let's just comment this one out for now. Our second method is the format method, and basically the approach this uses is, let's just print out what we did in that previous statement, line of code above that, and I'm just going to say number 1 is, why you do this, you didn't remind me to open this up as a string. And this is what we mean, we won't break the string, we'll write everything within the string. So I'm just going to do this to show that I've left the space out, and I'll fill it up with a variable. So number 1 is dash, and then number 2 is also space. Perfect. Then right here, once you end this, you click dot and then format, which is the built-in method. And then pass that in. Okay, here comes the interesting thing. This method takes in the variables as an argument. So you just type in my num 1 and then comma my num 2. Okay, perfect. This might confuse you at first, but you will just get in the vibe. Okay, then what you do, it uses the indexing method. Okay, the variable indexing. So what you want to do is open this up in here, and then what you're going to do is, using the index, my num within the format is in index 0. Okay, because it's that Python start counting from 0 1. Okay, you know all this, why am I repeating it? Then at the second part, we want my num 2, which is at the first point in the index. So the first, when we run this, we get a similar result. Number 1 is 10 point blah blah blah, and number 2 is that. We did all this without breaking out of the string, and you can do a lot more with this. So let's just look at it. If in this you wanted your answer to be precisely 3 digits, or maybe 3 significant figures, let's just say 3 digits, all you have to do is put that colon to show that we are doing precision formatting. Then you do a 0.3 or 0.2, let's do 0.3. Okay, so you do the same for both also. 0.3. Okay, so once we run this, it should give us our answer to 3 figures only, 10.5, and number 2 is 2.46, 3 figures. But what if you wanted like 3 decimal places? To do that, all you have to do is head back here and then add a small f. Simple as that. And what this essentially tells Python is I want to get like 3 figures after the decimal. Hope you get me. Okay, so once we run this, you get number 1 is 10.455 and number 2 is 2.455, which means it brings you back 3 digits after the decimal point. Depends on whatever precision you want to format your string in. So this allows you to make very precise formatting. Okay, so let's comment out this guy and let's look at our last method. So the last method in this whatever charade is using f strings, and this is my favorite. Using f strings, this is my favorite because it's more programmer friendly. It focuses a lot on the programmer and helping you out rather than the machine. So let's just do what we had done before. Let's just print this out. But what you do, let's type in exactly as before. Why am I typing this in? And I can just copy this until this point. Okay, let's paste that in. And let me get rid of these and these, and then just put dashes. Okay, perfect. So what you're going to notice is this doesn't exactly work like the first. It works exactly, but it kind of is a bit more friendly to the developer or programmer, because right here all we have to do is add an f before the string to tell Python that we are using f strings to format this string. Then wherever we left the dashes, all you have to do is replace it directly with the variable name, which is mynum1. So mynum1, and then just do the same here. And that is mynum2. Perfect. So either way, now this looks nice, and you can easily read it as a developer and understand it, and you get the exact same result as the a bit more complex one before. So number 1 is that, and number 2 is that. Okay, so perfect, it works. Now what if we wanted to do the whole shebang like we did last time? So this is even better, because all you have to do is add a colon here, and then just like before, like 4. Okay, let's run that. It will give us to 4 digits. Okay, but what if we wanted the significant figures again? The 4 decimal places after the dot. All we have to do we didn't even tell me, we omitted that. How is okay, invalid syntax. Yes, the syntax is invalid because this has no value. There, now this should work out just fine. Number 1 is 10 point blah blah blah, and number 2 is 2.4555554. We can just trim this back out to like 2 for purposes of our eyes and our brains. So that's it. It brings back the value formatted as it was in the more complex example right here. Let me uncomment this. Look at how complex that one is, and look at how simple the other one is. And in both cases we don't have to break out of the string, which is nice for both. So that concludes our string formatting tutorial. I'll see you guys.